Most people moving to Germany are making the same mistake. I mean, people who are moving to Germany to do vocational training, they make the same mistake. They look on the internet for the top 10 positions, they find nursing, and they say, yes, I have landed. Or they see IT or mechatronics, and all of them are rushing for this. But don't get me wrong, all these are great, and you can have guaranteed jobs with them. But they are already crowded. A lot of people are already going in for them. Some of the jobs are very stressful, and everyone is fighting for the same spot. Remember, when there is competition, I mean, you know that many people will not make it to the top, or everybody cannot be gotten. What if I told you that there is a world of hidden gem, like I call it, Ausbildungs, where the starting salary is high, and sometimes it goes as high as 3,500 euros, and the competition is practically at zero. So if you're applying for this position, you're not competing with anybody. And again, at the end of training, you're going to have a steady job. And you are going to be doing job that doesn't just feel like high-tech engineering, but it could also be like you coming back from centuries to do what had been done in the past. So I am taking you through 4 vocational training positions in 2026 that nobody is talking about, but they are like the gem in the market. The first one I will take you through is what I call the modern wizard, or the organ builder. And first, I am going to be taking you to a place that you will wonder why we are going there, and that is in the church. We are not going to pray, but we are going to look for something exciting. So, engineering in the church, what does that mean? We know that Germany is home to the world's most prestigious organ builders, and it is a tradition that has lived for years. A vocational training in organ building is going to position you at a spot where not many people are interested in. And you know, scarcity brings value. So this is a training that is going for like 3.5 years, which will be part physics, part music, and also high-tech engineering or high-tech woodwork. That is what an organ builder does. So you are not going to be working like a carpenter. Yeah, but even if you are to be named a carpenter because you'll be dealing with wood, you are a sound engineer. And not just a sound engineer, but it will feel like a sound engineer coming from the 18th century, but using the 21st century 3D lasers for scanning. That is preparing organs or building organs for music. And the advantage here is you travel the whole of Europe, you travel Asia, just to restore massive equipment that are down. And of course, there are a lot of them. There are a lot of organs that are breaking down, and people still want to keep these pieces because they make a lot of meaning to them. Being an organ builder is a position or is a training that you can enjoy because, like I already mentioned, you are doing physics, you are doing music, and you're doing woodworking at the same time, all put together. You're also going to be earning up to, in some cases, like 3,500 euros during training. And it is one of the most prestigious trainings that you can do. And of course, somebody could even say it is like the royal class job. Because imagine you are the one restoring organs or building organs that are going to be making very nice music for people. So that is a training position that people should already be thinking. Young people who want to come to Germany and do vocational training should consider, and it is going to make a difference. They are going to make a difference not only to themselves, but also in other people's lives, because we know that music is life. The second position I'm going to be talking about is the green giant wind turbine technician. That is an Ausbildung position that a lot of people do not think about. Germany is already at a point where there is a lot of talk about Energiewende, that is energy transition, where they are transitioning into green energy and everything is in full swing. Now, everybody is talking about solar, but then the real money And the real adventure is when you go about 150 meters high up in the air and you are looking at everything down. That is where the adventure comes. And there are people who love to go on adventure. So your job could become your adventure. So doing vocational training as a specialist technician in wind energy, you can be of value to everyone, and you are basically there like a mountaineer. You climb high up there to maintain these massive wind turbines that we see around. When you drive around, you see them in some of the hills, in some of the mountains. You are the one to do the job of maintaining them, taking care of them. So doing a training in this area, you do not need a university degree, and that is what a lot of people do not know. The reason why many people are not interested and don't talk about this is because they think that becoming a technician in this field, you need a university degree, but that is not the truth. There is a specialized Ausbildung, vocational training, that you can do and become a wind turbine technician. And it offers you a very secure job. It is highly demanding, and it is also incredibly rewarding, and it is future-proof. When I say future-proof, what I am saying there is that you will not have any fears of losing your job. Just to note again that you receive high pay for this job because you will also be getting what is called the danger pay. The danger pay because the work is a little dangerous, but then it is for people who love adventure, people with high adrenaline and want to do things. They don't want to sit in the office all the time. So that is the kind of people who can do this job. So if you feel that you are suited for this kind of job, I will advise you to be applying to this kind of vocational training and not just the traditional nursing, IT and all of that, where everywhere is already crowded and people are clamoring for it. But you go to an area where you have little or no competition and you can be able to make your way through easily. And the third type of vocational training, which I'll be talking about here, which a lot of people do not really think about, is what I call the human body detectives. The human body detectives, or you can simply say the medical technologists for functional diagnostics. Now, everybody is thinking of doing nursing. So I will say, if you still want to work in healthcare, but not as a nurse, where you have to be changing beds every day and folding linen or whatsoever, you can still do it meaningfully by becoming a human detective, as I call it, or a medical technologist for functional diagnostics. And if you want to train as one, then you will obviously learn to do things like ECG, where you have to monitor somebody's heart. You also have to do EEG, where you are monitoring the brain. And so you are basically a detective, as I am describing it, a detective who is working on the human body. So you are detecting internal signals. In Germany, there is a need for many of these. They are always in search of them. And doctors want to work with this group of people who can be able to do this job for them, analyze these signals from the human body, and then pass the information to them so that they can be able to make meaningful judgments to be able to treat patients. So if you want to get into a field in healthcare, which is not necessarily nursing, but you still have a passion for healthcare, then think of becoming a medical technologist for functional diagnostics. And there are a lot of branches to this. So I am saying this to anybody who is interested in this area. Just type medical technologies for functional diagnostics, and then you are going to find a group of them. You work with expensive equipment, high quality equipment, and very diagnostic equipment, and you help also in fostering healthcare. This is an area that not a lot of people are interested in going into, but they always need people. The fourth type of Ausbildung or vocational training that many people do not talk about, but it is hot in the market, is becoming a matter architect. Who is a matter architect? This is actually like just like a process technician for plastics and rubber. Look around you. Your phone, your car, your medical equipment, all of them are made of plastics. And so there are people who are needed in this area who are able to work as technicians. They program the robots that build these plastics in industries. So they combine the robotic part of the equipment and the chemistry to understand everything and be able to build these plastics that we use for almost everything in our daily lives. So if you are interested in getting a job that will make meaning not only to you, such that when you go out there and see somebody and see a car or see somebody holding a phone, you will know that also you contributed to building that phone. This is the area to get into. Not so many people are interested in this area. In fact, many people do not even know that there is a vocational training in this area in becoming a process technician for plastics and rubber. And so you can take advantage of the fact that this information is not out there and not a lot of people are interested in it, and be applying for a field that you will have less competition, and you will not only have a job that is satisfying, but you will also be paid very well even during vocational training. Some of the industries pay between 3,200 up to 4,000 euros as the starting salary during vocational training. And so that would tell you that it is a job that is of high value. And of course, when you finally graduate from your vocational training, you will have a stable job, a job that is future-proof, and that is what almost everybody is looking for. I have discussed 4 types of vocational trainings that people do not know about or people hardly talk about, but they are out there and you can make a lot of money from it. Not only a lot of money, you'll be doing something that is satisfying to you and also making a lot of impact in people's lives. There are a lot of people who want to still work in healthcare but do not want to be nurses. Or even if they wanted to be nurses, the competition in the area of nursing is pushing them to feel that, yeah, they cannot get in. But if you are to become a human body detective, like I called it, it is going to help you and you are still going to get the satisfaction that you are looking for. I will be ending by saying that Germany doesn't just need workers, they need specialists. As people are fighting to go in for nursing and IT, you could be in Munich restoring a 200-year-old organ, or you could be sitting somewhere monitoring the power grid and making sure that everybody is getting energy in their homes. Stop following the crowd and craft your own path, which people will even want to follow. Thank you very much for watching Senator Kelesi and you, and don't forget to subscribe. And when you watch, leave a comment. You can also leave a heart or a like to make me understand that you are enjoying what I am doing. Thank you very much.